Hi everyone. We've been talking about recycling and we've been talking about the changes in the weather to springtime. So today I've got a story that kind of joins in both because I've got a story called Amy's Place. What a cool tree house. What if you have something like that at your place? Maybe you have a cubby. Maybe you don't. Maybe you make a cubby inside at times using sheets and pillows and blankets. Let's find out about Amy's Place. Oh, it's night time. I can see it's night time because it's a little bit darker and the lights are starting to come on. Amy was woken up one morning by the sound of someone hammering. She grabbed her doll Jackie and she ran outside. Wonder what she's going to find out there. I can see some lettuces growing in the garden. It was Daddy. He was making the noise. He was nailing some planks of wood together. He was making a very special tree house for Amy. There's somebody watching. Look a bit closer. Do you know what animal that is that's watching? It's an animal that only comes out during the night time. It's a possum, that's right. It's a mother possum and her baby. Do you remember what the animals are called when they come out at night time and they sleep during the day? Nocturnal, that's right, it's a very long word. Amy wasn't the only one woken up by the building noises that morning. She spent the whole day helping Daddy build her tree house. She had to help by finding the right nails, moving the planks, and fetching the different tools. At last the tree house was finished. Amy thought it looked wonderful. She made a sign which said, Amy's Place. Mum helped her find some things to use in the treehouse. She took her bears and her tea things and of course Jackie, and they went out to the treehouse together. I wonder what they're going to do there when they get there. Amy invited her best friend Anne to come and visit, and her and Anne shared afternoon tea on the veranda. Amy liked having a place of her very own. Look, they're having a tea party. Can't wait to invite friends over for a tea party to my house. That night, while Mummy was reading her a story, Amy suddenly remembered she'd left Jackie in the treehouse. So she and Mummy went out into the garden to fetch Jackie. Look, it's dark, so what are they using to see their way? A torch. Look who's inside the treehouse. There was Jackie, but she wasn't alone. A big grey possum was in the cardboard box, and on her back was a baby possum. The possum stared into the torchlight. I bet they got as big a fright as Amy did. Look at Jackie sitting there waiting. Then the possums scuttled out of the treehouse and up into the silky oak tree. The baby clung tightly to its mother's back. Silky Oak Tree, that's what we're called. One of the groups at Kinder is called Silky Oak. The next morning, Daddy explained to Amy, well, possums like to come into the garden at night. They sleep all day, but at night, when there is no one around, they come down into the garden looking for food. Amy wanted to leave some food for the possums. She collected an armful of garden cuttings, some fruit, and some vegetable peelings. Then she found an old blanket, which she put in the cardboard box for them. Do you know what else possums like to eat? They love to eat roses. That night, Amy thought about the baby possum as she tucked Jackie into bed. She wished she could see it again. Before she went to bed, Amy looked out to see if she could see the possums, but everything was dark and quiet. And outside, from the shelter of Amy's place, the possums looked back at Amy. There they are, looking at Amy through the window. That's a great story. Thanks for listening, everyone. Bye.